thinking about buying soon, number one, kudos to you, because buying can be very scary, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, if you are recently single for whatever reason, if you are having to move for whatever the reason may be, even if you've purchased a home in the past, having to buy a new home, a different home, having to move, that is a scary, stressful situation. And I've met with already quite a few buyers and sellers in the last couple of weeks who have told me that their last experience with their previous real estate agent was not a good one. So here's one thing to keep in mind as a buyer. You get to choose your real estate agent, and that is going to be the single most important decision that you are going to make when you decide to buy. So research your real estate agent and ask them hard questions, and you have the right to do so. And one thing I will caution you is do not sign anything with a real estate agent that binds you to them unless you are absolutely certain you, number one, know what you're signing and you have them explain it to you and read it. Listen, so many times I hear buyers say, I got something on my phone and I electronically signed it and I don't know what I signed and I don't know what it means. Okay, that's sad, first of all, because that real estate agent should have explained it to you as the buyer. Read it, know what you're signing, and if you don't understand what you're signing, don't sign it, all right? The worst thing to be would be to be bound to a real estate agent that you don't want to work with. Interview lots of real estate agents. Interview them and ask them hard questions. And ask them questions like, how many houses have you helped buyers purchase successfully in the last couple of months? You want to ask them that, okay? You want to ask your real estate agent, do you love negotiating and are you great at it? And if they hesitate at all, get a different one, right? The real estate agent that you choose is going to be the single most important decision you make in buying a home. And that real estate agent should love to negotiate, and they should have closed lots and lots and lots of transactions in the last few months and the last few years. You do not want to be house hunting with someone who doesn't love to negotiate and who hasn't closed on lots and lots of deals. You want a seasoned agent who still loves real estate and is great at negotiating for you, the buyer, all right? Number two, if you want to buy anytime soon, if you want to own your own home, stop spending money on things you don't need. Stop buying what I like to call toys. Don't go finance a new vehicle or a camper or a boat. Do not open new credit card accounts. What you're trying to do when you're wanting to buy a home is, number one, align yourself with a real estate agent who is known for closing lots and lots and lots of deals, who's great at negotiating, and also loves to work with buyers. There are some real estate agents out there who do not like to work with buyers, and you need to ask them, is your preference working with sellers or buyers, right? And you want a real estate agent who loves working with buyers so that they will have the patience to work with you. Once you choose your real estate agent, they should know lots and lots and lots of local mortgage brokers or lenders who they can recommend to you to get pre-approved. And that's what you're going to do. Very first thing is get pre-approved so that you know what kind of loan you have, you know what your budget is, you know all those kinds of things. The worst kind of house hunting would be to just go shoot in the dark and think you know what your budget is and you have no idea. That is a waste of time, and it's not very smart, right? So if you're working with a real estate agent who has started house hunting with you and has not gotten you pre-approved, listen, you need to find yourself a real estate agent who knows what they're doing, all right? So number one, someone who closes lots and lots of deals, someone who loves working with buyers and can lead you and guide you in the right direction. Get pre-approved so that you know your budget, you know your loan type, you know all those kinds of things. After that, your real estate agent that you choose is going to look at your pre-approval letter. They are going to see what kind of loan type you are pre-approved for and what is your pre-approval number. And then that real estate agent should be able to take you to look at all of the houses in the area that are going to match up to that loan type and that pre-approval amount. There are certain houses that will only qualify for certain loan types. So for example, if you have an FHA loan, if you have a VA loan, if you have an RD loan or a USDA loan, those government type loans are going to make it very, very, very difficult for you to purchase a home that needs lots of repairs. So if you're looking at a home that has rotten wood, peeling paint, cracked windows, missing handrails, a roof that needs to be changed, all those kinds of things, it is going to be very difficult. And it's not necessarily not going to happen. Because listen, I have done it many, many, many times with buyers. But you have to have a real estate agent on your side who knows how to get it done. It is doable, but it is very difficult with government type loans because there are so many stringent regulations associated with that loan type. On the other hand, if you're a cash buyer or if you have a conventional loan, you can pretty much buy anything in your budget. Pretty much anything is going to qualify. All right, so those are the kinds of things that you need to make sure that you understand. But the great news is, if you are a buyer looking to buy and you align yourself with a real estate agent who knows all those things, you as the buyer don't have to worry about those things and you don't have to stress about them, because that is why your real estate agent is on your team, to help you get what you need. All right, so there is a new buyer's agency agreement that is out. Something very important to know is that it requires the realtor to tell you that if you're looking at homes and a seller refuses to pay their commission, you are obligated to pay that commission. So something to know is, if you don't have money in savings, but you have good credit, you can still buy a home, but you won't be able to afford to pay that realtor the commission if the seller doesn't. So important to know that if you don't have money in savings or you don't have extra money to pay a real estate agent commission, then you say to that real estate agent, I only want to look at homes where the seller is absolutely paying your commission, right? So there's rules and regulations and there's loopholes around every single thing. The most important thing to remember is not to sign anything at all unless you 100% know what you're signing. Don't sign it on your phone, right? Because you don't know, you can't read it, it's probably too small. Make sure you ask all those hard questions. Make sure you align yourself with a real estate agent who you know closes lots of deals, who loves working with buyers, and absolutely loves to negotiate for you, the buyer, to get you the absolute best deal possible. That's paramount, right? It is absolutely doable no matter what your budget is. And listen, I am in all of South Louisiana, mostly Acadiana region. If you're a buyer, I would love to work with you. If you're a seller, listen, I will sell anywhere in Louisiana, pretty much anywhere. So y'all have a fabulous day. Reach out. Remember, in real estate, there are no stupid questions. Ask all your hard questions. It's the only way you're going to learn. Y'all have a great week. Take care.